Hey guys, Darkgold1021 here, giving you a quick tutorial on how to download and install and use Ventrilo. It's a nice little voice chat software that Blood Vipers uses. I love cookies. So good cookie. It's like those ones with little chocolate stripes. Okay, getting off topic. Let me stress that you do not need a microphone to use Ventrilo. It's useful, but not required. You can still listen to people and you can still chat via the chat function, via private chats, or via comments. So to start off, open up your favorite web browser. Maybe that'd be Firefox. You're going to open up Google and just type in Ventrilo and click the first link. That will bring you to the Ventrilo homepage. And if you want, you can read up on all this, do some research for yourself. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to click download on the left. There are a couple options here. If you're running Windows 64-bit operating system, you're going to want to click the second download option. Most Windows users will click this first download option. Mac users, since we just switched to a Speaks codec for our Ventrilo server, Macs are now supported on our server. If you're running a Mac, please click the fourth download option. If you're running Windows 95, Millennium Edition, or 98, I suggest you upgrade. This first one, you're going to see a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. Just click I agree, save the file, save your desktop. You already have it, replace it. Okay, look at that. There's another download. Alright, you go into your desktop, that's where you saved it. Run the installation. Pretty simple. Go through it. I'm not actually going to go through the whole thing, but see, it's extremely quick. Not quite sure when it starts installing, so just quit it. Once that finishes, should take less than 2 minutes. You can click the Ventrilo shortcut and it will open up Ventrilo. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a new username. Okay. Just click new. Name it after your RuneScape account for the purposes of Blood Vipers. So, for me, that'd be Darkgold. And if you want to, you can add in your real life name at the end. And it's not required, but helpful to those who use Vent. Once you've done that, don't worry about phonetic description or any of that. Just click OK. Then go to server, click the arrow next to that. And it should be empty except for new. Click new. Type in Blood Vipers, Ventrilo. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you put in there, it's just for your own personal reference. A co-leader or leader will give you the IP address and the port number, and then either myself, Oscar or Ryan, Futility, or Sam Parki will give you the port number. Right. We'll give you a password for your new account. That's to get you a rank badge, so you can move around, open private chats. Basically, as a guest, you have very limited use of it. I suggest, highly recommend, that you uncheck this box that says accept page requests from other users, because it's extremely annoying to listen to pages from other users. So, I'm not going to show you the IP, but I am going to delete this. And guess I can't. Okay. Log in. Here is the Blood Vipers Ventrilo. Nice and brand spanking new. First off, I'm going to have you go into Setup, and in this first tab, a lot of stuff going on. Going to need to make sure that you have this first option, Enable Outgoing Voice Communications, checked. That will allow you to speak. Also, highly recommended that you use direct sound for both output and input, and it's useful if you have the output running through headphones. You can choose where it goes here. I do not have headphones attached to my computer at this very moment, so it's running through my speakers. Input device is 99% of the time going to be a microphone. Do not worry about the input mixer. Over here on the left again, I'm going to want you to uncheck this box that says play key clicks, because that means whenever you use your hotkey, it will make a really annoying sound, and if you're running through speakers, everyone will hear that sound, and it's just not pleasant for anybody at all. Hotkey. By default, your hotkey is left control. However, you can change it to whatever you want. As you can see, there's mouse buttons. There are 3 mouse buttons. You can do multiple keys at the same time. I don't think you can do more than 2. Doesn't look like it. But by default, it's left control, which is extremely useful. It's off the corner. You can choose whatever key you want. If you would like, you can uncheck this box, play around with the sensitivity. It will basically pick up your voice without having to use a hotkey. Excuse me. These cookies are coming back to me. But personally, I like to use a hotkey. This little nifty box right down here, just click test. You can then talk, and it will repeat. Creepy. It repeats everything you say, so you can determine how you sound to other people. You can determine whether your mic is too loud or too soft, whether you're really staticky, your mic's bad quality, whatever you want. You can also change the codec here, see what you sound like on different codecs. Our old codec was GSM 6.0. I believe we had highest quality there as well. So for now, just leave that alone. So you've got all that set up. Just click, go to events. Yes, this is also very useful. For events, I have it set up like this. This basically dictates which sounds are played for the events that could happen in Ventrilo. People disconnecting, connecting, opening private chats, switching channels, comment sounds being played, all that lovely stuff. This is my personal setup. You don't have to have it exactly like this, but by default, these are all set to waves. I do not suggest you use text-to-speech because they're really obnoxious, not gonna lie. So that's how I have mine done. Get out of setup then, that should be that all set. Comments, pretty useful. Just type in whatever you want here and it'll be displayed next to your name. So I'm gonna put in Ventrilo, FTW. And then also, if you go back into comment, you'll notice a second line here. If you type something into this line, it will make little U next to your name. That is usually used for URLs. If you want to share your favorite YouTube video, like this one, put that into there. Let's see. A couple other things in here. I use toolbar mode. That's just my personal preference. It makes the buttons a little bit smaller. Still hover over them to see what they do. If somebody is particularly annoying or abusive, you can right-click their name and click mute, and that will personally mute that person to you, so you can no longer hear them until you uncheck this box. Do not worry about sending pages. Once you have your guest tag set up, or once you have it gotten rid of and have your member tag set up, rather, you can right-click somebody and then click private chat, and it will open a little chat between the two of you. You can chat through there using the mic, or you can chat using text. It's just like an instant message. It's good stuff. If somebody happens to be too loud or too soft, you can right-click their name and go to miscellaneous, go to special effects. I can't open it on myself, so I cannot show you, regrettably. On the right, there will be a list of effects, and one of them will say volume. It'll be under available. Just either double-click that or select it and then click add. And then you can use the slider bar there to adjust how the volume for that person will be. Just keep doing that until you are satisfied. Once you have edited somebody's voice, there will be a little S next to their name to let you know that that person has had their volume down. Or any other special effects, you can play around with those. It's good fun. If somebody has a URL in their comment, you can right-click their name, go to miscellaneous, and click copy comment URL, and it will put their comment URL onto your clipboard so you can paste it into your web browser, visit their lovely YouTube video. Let's see, that's about all you need to know.